Hey guys, on June 2nd, the first trailer for Tomb Raider premiered on GTTV, and I'm going to play it again for you now and then dissect it. I'd like to thank Hunter for this awesome video idea, and for everyone who stayed up so late with me chatting on Twitter after the premiere. It was a lot of fun. Alright, here it is, the first trailer for Tomb Raider.
A famous explorer once said that the extraordinary is in what we do, not who we are. I'd finally set out to make my mark, to find adventure. But instead, adventure found me. In our darkest moments, when life flashes before us, we find something that keeps us going. Something that pushes us. When all seemed lost, I found a truth. And I knew what I must become.
Let's rewatch the trailer again, and this time I'm going to slow it down and point out some observations I've noticed, as well as other fans. The trailer is 3 minutes and was made by Visual Works. We see the Endurance ship that Lara is heading to Japan on, with a little product placement with the Plymouth name. The next scene, showing a desk, has some major clues on it. First, the numbers written on the paper have been cracked by fans, and they represent coordinates to an area known as the Dragon's Triangle. In this diagram, a fan has highlighted the area where the triangle exists. Nice find. Lara's got a few personal items as well. A journal, phone, earbuds, and a camera. Lots of potential product placement here, but no visual logos at this point. The graphic on Lara's mug says Sisters of Artemis, and as another fan has pointed out, Artemis is the god of hunting, wilderness, and animals. She was said to relieve sickness and disease in women, and was often depicted as a huntress with a bow and arrow. Maybe she's one of Lara's idols, as we later find out Lara equips herself with a bow and arrow herself. A fan on the Tomb Raider forums with some eagle eyes was able to read some text on the papers, and found out it was talking about Can's lost fleet. According to some research, in 1281, 70,000 men and 4,400 ships were launched to conquer Japan, only to have them all vanish, maybe in the Dragon's Triangle. 700 years later, a marine archaeologist said he found the fleet after 15 years of searching. For the full story on Can's fleet, click the link in the video description. Also on the desk is a map of what looks like Japan, and we can see that Lara is still a tea drinker like in the classics, with a tag hanging over the side of her cup. Lastly, we can see the pencil has several bite marks in it. Looks like she's been thinking hard about something. Next up, we get a few shots of Lara's locker with a grad photo, reminding us she's fresh out of college, and a few other maps and diagrams that aren't quite visible. In her locker, she's got various tubes of perhaps hand cream, a tin of some sort, and what looks like could be a thermos. When she closes the locker, we can see a couple more things. Lara's pendant on her necklace isn't there, as we've seen in the promotional shots released by Crystal Dynamics. This obviously suggests she finds it during her adventure. Also, we can see she's got 2 earrings. During the shipwreck scene, we can see Lara's head smash into a ladder when the water rushes in, but the next close-up shot we see of her doesn't show any wound. Next, we see someone grabbing Lara and helping her out onto the top of the ship, and of course we instantly can recognize Conrad Roth grabbing Lara as she takes a leap of faith across the broken section of the ship. The second part of the trailer is interesting. We see Lara's map that has somehow mostly survived the shipwreck, along with an airplane and at least 2 other ships that have also been shipwrecked. Lara's battered and bleeding, but it seems like she should have been more beaten up when she was getting bashed around in the ship. Nevertheless, she has sustained some serious injuries here. Also, we can see she's got her bow, pickaxe, and holster. When she was in the ship, she had none of these items, which suggest the scene could be well after the shipwreck, and she's located these items from the island or went back onto the ship. Lastly, we saw earlier the Endurance was split into 2 during the storm, but here we see the 2 pieces have washed up almost perfectly. Seems a bit unrealistic the 2 pieces would wash up like this, but at least this will hopefully give Lara a chance to retrieve some of her items. We also get a better view of the other ships, which look pretty old, perhaps part of Can's lost fleet. Now that you've seen the trailer, I'd love to know what you think. Reply below or post on my forums. As always, please remember to subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter. And don't forget, as I receive updates from Crystal Dynamics, I'll be updating my Tomb Raider 9 section on my website.